Tripping.
Did you even eat one?
We live, Deanna. Hold on.
Oh,
How was I supposed to know?
Because I'm telling
y'all so crazy.
you. I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet, Mickey, Angelo. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, Danny. Hold on. I'm trying to put it on the YouTube so we can see on here too.
Okay.
Mickey, how do I find the stuff on the YouTube? Okay. Okay. There we go. I just have to turn it down, I think, all the way. Because it's probably okay. Oh, there we go. I just have to turn it down. Okay. Can you see it, Deanna?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Put her on the. Oh my God, you look like your daughter in that.
Who do?
You do.
You think so? Everybody say that. I can't see it.
Is that you?
Where? Where? Wyntis? Where in the
I'm,
camera?
I'm looking like, is that you or Michaela?
That's me. This is me, baby.
Oh my God, you look just, well, I guess, well. Oh well. Look, that's all I can say is, oh, I gotta share. You look just like her. That's why I was looking stupid in the camera, like, oh my God.
You so funny.
Hold
I
on.
was somewhere today, and they was like, "You Tia Mama." I'm in Atlanta. They, you like Tia? I'm like, yeah. They was like, I knew it. Y'all look just. I was like, really? I
People
said,
say,
okay.
hold on, I'm sharing it.
Okay.
And I gotta send it to some of Deanna's classmates. She told everyone she
Yay!
be.
Yay! Thank you, Deanna. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You so sweet. Ugh. You make me think of the good days with my daughters. Cause Wyntis enjoy now. I'ma just say that.
I am. I'm enjoying now. I have one that she'll be 14 this year, and we're struggling to make it to
Yeah,
14.
joy.
Oh,
You get
look,
to
I just sent it to you. I don't even know why I sent it to you. Hold on, I gotta send it to who else besides Kaylee's mom,
Evie's mom.
Evie's mom. Okay, Evie's mom. Okay, and am I on my page? I think I'm on my page. And then let me share to a couple groups. Dr. Green, and then let me share, and then I'll be ready.
okay.
I don't know how to get this. How you do this?
Do I look like a too close up in the thing?
No, you look fine. You look
Oh,
fine.
I, I got glasses on. I still can't see.
Look, you look absolutely like it's just ridiculous how much you look like your daughter right now. That's all I can say.
You
I'm
so
trying to put it in the groups and it won't let me do it. Has your Facebook been messing up with you lately?
I don't know, cause my virtual assistant be doing a lot of stuff. I don't really be on it like that.
Oh my God, this is just horrible.
But I've been seeing a lot of people post about theirs messing up.
Okay, okay.
I have seen that.
Well, Mickey, go ahead and put it in the groups. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So, I'm excited for tonight's show. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining in. And Ainto is on here. Say hi, Ainto.
Hi, Intel.
And Ain't Christine on here. Oh, look here. Oh, and guess who's on here? Your friend Trevor. And look,
Oh,
she cheeses. She like Mr. Trevor. Okay, I can do it now. I can do it. I know how to share it to the groups now.
okay.
Mickey, did you put us in some groups too? Why you didn't put us in no groups, Mickey? Everybody needs to see this. This is a big show. This is a big show. I got my daughter's making her debut.
Absolutely.
So to this month is reading month, right,
Mm.
Deanna? You told me that. She told me it was reading month because they always read a lot at school anyway. And then also it is Women's History Month.
Oh,
And so I said, what can I do? I wanted to do something fun and exciting today. I wanted to do something with both my daughters, but I have one. Oh, look at here. We have a live studio audience. And
Wow.
Deanna's about to look. She's about to go crazy because the mayor just walked in the door.
Hi,
And
Mayor Weave.
oh, she sit down, just smiling. So Deanna's excited now. Um, where was I at? Okay, so I said it was reading month, and it's also Women's History Month. So I wanted to do something with my daughters, but one, like I said, she's like her dad, and she said, "Mom, I don't want to be on TV." I said, "That's fine, but this one right here, baby." She said, "Oh, I'm ready." And I said,
Oh,
"Well," and I told her yesterday because I didn't want her to keep asking me every day. And I told her, I said, "Guess what?" And she said, "What, mommy?" I said, "I'm gonna let you come on the show with me tomorrow." And she said, "You are?" I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Guess who we're gonna interview?" Girl, when I told her Dr. Danielle Green, you would have think I said, uh,
Want to
just
eat Big Macs?
want to eat Big Macs. What that got to do with anything?
You
yes.
said I was excited, so I said I'm excited for Big Macs.
Oh yes, okay, baby, but you didn't have to tell everybody you love to eat Big Macs, but that's okay. That's okay. We know you love to eat Big Macs. So, you guys, what I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. So go ahead, cause you wrote you some notes and stuff.
Hello, my name is Deanna Hall, and I will be hosting today's show.
Wait a minute, baby. You see, she already getting ahead of the game. You're co-hosting, baby.
Hosting.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. She's a little like me, y'all. I love it. Okay. Okay, but you're gonna co-host. We're gonna bring it down a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
host.
Okay, you're gonna host. I'm gonna let her start off hosting. And tonight we have with us, who do we have with us, Deanna?
Dr. Danielle.
Okay, so you gotta talk into the mic so everybody can hear you. So we have Dr. Danielle Green.
Dr.
And she
Fine.
read my
Well,
favorite.
wait a minute, baby. Well, wait a minute. Let her talk. Let her say something so she can introduce herself to the people and say hi.
I'll be known as Dr. Danielle from now on. I love that. I like that. And
Dr. Danielle.
that works for me perfectly.
Okay. I just wanted her to make sure, she put some respect on your name. That's why I just wanted her to get it right. But girl, that's all she says, Dr. Danielle.
I love it. Love it.
So Danielle, you wanna say something to the people tonight?
First of all, let me just say something. I'm gonna say, hey, pretty girl, to Deanna.
Hi.
Thank you. Thank you for even having me, and thank you for comparing me to Big Mac since you love them. You know that. But it's a pleasure, no matter where I am or how far away I am, that I could tap into my hometown and be a part of something positive, and especially when it comes to children. That's my dream. That's always my goal. So I
Mhm.
appreciate Wyntis, and I appreciate you, Deanna, for having me.
Thank you.
Of course. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So Deanna, we're gonna let you go ahead and get started. So what did you want to say?
I like Dr. Danielle, and my favorite book was Hey Pretty Girl.
Oh, Hey Pretty Girl was your favorite book? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I was wondering which one was your favorite book. Okay.
Do
So
you
tell
have any kids?
do I have any kids? Deanna, I have three daughters. Me and Wyntis always laugh because she has girls too. So I have a 31-year-old Tia. I have a 29-year-old Alyssa, and I have a 25-year-old Michaela. I have three daughters.
See?
Um, so for Hey Pretty Girl, how
Mhm.
many books are in that group?
Oh,
Because you
okay.
got Hey Pretty Girl and you got
A Smart Girl or
okay.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And Hey Supergirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the three that are completed. When it's all said and done, because my illustrator is working on Hey Birthday Girl. She's working on that one now. Y'all got me so emotional over here, y'all. Do y'all see me? Can
I know I see you just crying. Will you stop
girl, this is
that?
so sweet. Okay. Okay, I'm
And
sorry. So,
people in the comments, they just love Dr. Danielle Green. Dr. Danielle Green. This is the Dr. Danielle Green that I know. And I wanted everybody to see that. Okay.
Is there a
So
way I
quit
can read the
crying.
comments?
Um, you we can share the phone. See, you turn emotional moments into something like this. We can try to read it. Okay. Is that good, Deanna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
But you going
somebody said I love Big Macs too.
Okay. Oh, Deanna, okay. This is the interview. You got to interview her, baby. So ask her the question. Talking to the mic and ask her the question.
Um, what inspired you to write children's books?
Um, my journey for writing actually didn't start off as children's books. My first book I released in 2011, Coulda, Shoulda, Woulda, and it's cautionary tales of growing up in Flint, true stories, real facts, things I experienced and things I've seen happen to other people. So that'll be something when you get older, Deanna. But right now, for children's books, what inspired me is because as an educator working in the schools, it was a void. And when I say that, what I mean is I didn't see as many books that represented children like you as I wished it was. So I just thought, along with me and some other local authors, I decided to pull out some books. I wrote a lot of these books a long time ago when my daughters were younger because there were no books at all that I thought, that would show them something like themselves. So I just pulled them out. I had them illustrated and I started giving them to the Flint community schools. I started selling them to other districts and voila, and that came to me in a dream. I never wanted to be an author, never aspired to be an author. My books actually came to me in a dream. So, I never thought an author is what I wanted to be. But when the dreams come knocking on your door, I just figured I needed to follow this assignment and complete it.
Quit crying, Danielle. Your mascara running.
Right, girl. Wow.
Quit crying.
Uh,
Okay. What else you got, Deanna?
Where can my friends find your books?
you can
Well,
find
what do you
Amazon.
mean? Oh, okay. Because I'm like, she bought the books, but you got yours hand delivered. I forgot. Who
Mm-hmm.
bought your books?
Absolutely.
Mr. Ark.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Mr. Hart brought your book out there to church that one time. Miss
Yep.
Danielle was sick,
And I
and
have a
he
big
made sure you got your book, didn't he?
Wait. I went to her church, Shiloh, and then she
No,
gave.
no, that wasn't her church. We went visiting a church long time ago.
Oh, well, anyway, she still gave me the book.
Yeah, she still gave you the book. Okay, yeah, she still gave you the book.
So for those who are interested in purchases, I have a website where they can be purchased or they can go on Amazon. But if you order them from the website, they'll be autographed. So most people like to go to my website and I can give the website to you guys if you want me to. Or I don't know how we would get it. I guess we could post it later.
Yeah, well you can post it right here in the chat. You can
Yeah,
post it in the chat. Yep, and
We're
every
sharing the phone.
I don't know how to do it.
next time, Deanna, you have to bring your own phone.
Well, it was a surprise, so I didn't know.
Okay, okay.
I love her.
Yes, I love her too. Oh, she's such a darling. What other questions do you have for Miss Danielle?
How long does it take to write one book
Mm,
or just any book?
Okay, for me, children's books are easy for me. To write Hey Pretty Girl, I'll talk about that one specifically. That one, it took me I want to say less than a week because I knew what I wanted and I knew it's just based on true story. So I seen exactly what I wanted in my dream also. So it made it easy for me. But the time consuming part is the illustrations because I have to count on, so I can't draw at all. So I have to count on somebody else to do that. And I use the same illustrator that LeBron James uses. I use the same illustrator that Latasha Perry used. I use the one that Parker look up. That's the same illustrator. So I'm blessed enough and fortunate enough to use B. Jackson as my illustrator. She does
oh wow.
Disney. Oh, she's bomb. She does it all. So
Okay.
she's a very busy lady. So it takes a lot of time. But the writing is very easy for me. Like she always says, I could never write a book. And I always tell her I could never illustrate a book. So we all have our bring them together.
Right.
Right.
When did you start writing your books?
I started my first book. I'm gonna just say this because I know we're primarily here for children's book, but I just have to share the complexity of writing some of the books that I
Sure.
wrote.
Go ahead.
The first one, it took me 5 years to write,
Wow.
and it wasn't a difficult. I can write, so that wasn't the hard part. The hard
Mhm.
part was living some of those experiences. So it would be times that I would pick my book up to write, and that's coulda, shoulda, woulda. I would pick it up, and then I would tuck it away in the corner for 2 years because it was too difficult for me because they were real life experiences and they're not pleasant. A lot of them aren't pleasant. So, but for my children's book, they're pleasant. They're happy things. They're lessons for children. And I'm excited about that all the time. So those are so easy for me. So easy. Like I think I have about 5 more children's books written that I'm just waiting to be illustrated.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Are there any particular age ranges for your books?
Okay. Good question. Good question.
Okay. Good question.
Yeah, you ask better questions than them grown folks. I'll be
Look,
honest.
look, I didn't even she popped that one out on me.
Right.
I didn't help
So
her.
I have a best friend who's a teacher. So it's this instrument or this tool that they use, and they punch in some of the words and stuff in your books, and they give you like the age bracket or the grade level that the books are appropriate for, that they're aimed at. So my Hey Girl collection, which is all the books in the collection, are aimed at second grade to fifth grade. And of course, it's going to depend on reading levels. That's something that, with Flint being in a situation with the water crisis and the reading levels drop so low, it may be sixth or seventh grade. It just depends. But that's ideally what it's for, second through fifth.
Your granny is watching. Say hi to Granny.
Hi, Granny. What's she comment?
Granny, she said, Granny's watching. All my girls. Hello, HN News Media family.
Hi, Granny.
Okay. What's your next question?
How did your kids like your books or react to them?
Oh, that's a real good one. I always tell my kids, because when I do stuff,
Baby showing off. Yes.
that's what I thought, Wyntis. But the reality is, these daughters is something else. I said Beyonce daughter don't quite understand who Beyonce is. You got J-Lo daughter don't quite understand. We just mama to them, okay?
Right.
Which is, it's a comforting thing at the same time. It's like, dang, if they didn't get excited until they came to my first literacy event at the Arts Council, and I think they were so impressed. I don't know if they were surprised. I hope they weren't, because they know I've been putting in work for a long time. But they were so impressed by the hundreds of people who showed up and trying to get the book. And one of my audience, they couldn't believe it. So I think they didn't grasp the magnitude of the work that I do or how people perceive me. They just act like I'm just mama. So they're happy, but they were impressed by, the turnout of different events. And, when I get opportunities, like we're in the store and the child will recognize, that's who wrote Hey Pretty Girl. My kids be like, I can't believe that, so it's still, but they're proud of me. And I know that.
Well, Deanna, she does have a grandson, and he's small. Ask
Yep.
about that.
Does your grandson understand the books?
Well, let me say this. I don't know if you know, Deanna, but I wrote a series dedicated to J-Man. And I'm just going to show you the first release from the collection.
Oh.
It's called Hey Jay, What Do You Want to Be?
Oh, that's so cute.
You?
So she dedicated the book to her grandson.
I want to read that to Nicholas. That would be cute.
Oh, you okay?
That would be cute. Okay, so we got to make sure we get that book then for Nicholas.
It's a 4-book series. It's Hey Jay, what do you want to be? Hey Jay, what do you want to do? And Hey Jay, what do you want to go? And then it's a coloring book that goes with the 3 books. So I sold out of the coloring book. The coloring book is real big. It's got a lot of pages. I don't have that to show, but I'm waiting on the 3rd book in the collection to be printed and delivered. But I'll absolutely gift you this set of books so you can read it on YouTube. You can read it to kids, whatever you choose to do. So once I pick up the books, I'll absolutely send them. Wyntis, you just have to let me know where to send them.
Sure
but
will.
I want to. J-Man loves basketball, as everybody knows. So J-Man likes to do a lot of different things. So as he gets older, I watch the things that he enjoys doing. Mm-hmm. And I thought, man, how neat would it be? Because you see even less books for little boys of color, little Black boys. You don't see that many books at all. So a void again. So my part in my role was to help fill that void as I did something special for my grandson. So he loves them. He always wants to go to the basketball page. I'll show you guys that page. He always wants to go to, here it is.
Now, does Jay understand, like, this is you, J-Man?
Yeah, this is what he does. Like, he just left. I wish he still would have been here. He just left. And when he first things he comes to the board, where's my J-Man book? My J-Man book, so he understands. He does. He say, thank you, G-Ma. So he gets it. My daughter's explaining to him, this is you. Yo, G-Ma wrote this for you. And he got a
that's so special.
So he gets, can I read the dedication in my J-Man book, Deanna, if it's okay?
Oh, wait, hold on. Her best friend just joined.
Okay.
So you can say hi to Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.
Okay, so Miss Danielle wanted to read the dedication. Go ahead, Dr. Danielle.
Okay, dedication. This book is dedicated to my precious grandson, J-Man. You mean the world to me. I love you with all my heart. I'm just here to make you proud. Love, Gma. So that's all my dedications in his book. So he'll always, no matter where I am, if I'm here, there, or everywhere, he'll always know that I created a legacy for him, and all the profits go to my grandson. And it's nothing and I want children to have access. That's the biggest thing for me. Children having access.
That's beautiful, Danielle. All the proceeds, profits, everything grows to him. You
Yeah,
are building generational wealth.
that's the goal. That's
So
the goal.
you are you're and I love that. I love that. Like people, oh, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go do this and this and this. You said, you know what? I'm gonna do this for my grandson.
My
Not
J
only
man.
dedicated a book, but you are creating generational wealth, which
Right.
he don't need, girl, but I'm just saying. I see what you're doing, I see what you're
Play my
doing.
part. Okay, that's all I
I
want to do.
I get it, I
And
get
I
you
want
know,
to fall in love.
everybody ain't gotta know all of that. Right, but
I
that's
want children to fall in love with reading, especially my grandson. So when you fall in love with reading, it opens a world of things that you don't have access to necessarily physically, but you can
mhm.
pick up a book and learn a lot of things that you may not even get to experience, but you can learn them in a book. I think it's very important.
Well, he must take his books with him when he travels because
Yep,
I often see you post pictures or his mom posts pictures and
yep,
he is on the bed
yep.
reading with that same basketball page, girl.
He's so fun. He say basketball, dad. He wants to go to the basketball page, and she says it's more pages. Oh, he don't care about none of that. Not,
He did that. He turned it back one time. He
yep,
turned it back to the page.
that's what he does. Winters, he loves. He say, Grandma, he say, G-Ma, you finna go play basketball? I say, J-Man, I don't play basketball. He thinks he
He said,
plays
"We gonna play today."
that.
That's cute, Deanna. I know you got more questions. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
How old is your grandson?
J-Man is 2.5 and he'll be 3 June 10th. My daughter had him on her birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are your books on AR? Like,
Well, she doesn't. Well, you know what?
What?
Danielle has been in the educational system. So at her school,
Mhm.
they have where every semester they have to read so many books for
Yep.
points. And
Yep.
it's called AR points. What's that? Accelerated reading. And so it would be nice. I don't know how you do it, Danielle,
Mrs.
but to
Kane,
have
she'd
what
have to talk to Mrs. Kane.
well, yeah, well, she would have to talk to Mrs. Kane, but not only at your school, like different schools around the city or around the world, they should be able to tap into books that Dr. Danielle Green writes. We want books, and you like reading books about you. Hey, smart girl, and then you open the book, and hey, smart girl looks like you. So, Danielle, is that something that you ever thought about looking into, like getting your books in the school system?
Well, let me just Dr. Lopez was a superintendent. He wanted to use Hey Supergirl in the curriculum because it's about a little girl who helps with the water crisis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was excited about that, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But far as the AR, my best friend who's a teacher in Detroit,
Oh, so you know all about the AR
I
process.
and as an educator, like you said, Wyntis,
Mhm.
kids, it's not that easy to do. It's very challenging. It's not, it's a company. We looked at it in Detroit. I mean, we kind of like, dang, this is a lot. So, you
Mhm.
know what, since Deanna mentioned that, I'm going to revisit that. I'm going to see what I can do to make that happen because I get requests and kids ask that all the time. I haven't,
Okay.
I haven't followed. I need to get back on that. So I'm on that as we speak.
Girl, she took that book to school because she was determined to take her test, her AR book, and she walked in just as proud, like, "I wanna take my test on this book," and it wasn't in the system, so she was upset.
Oh,
So, yeah, and that "Hey, pretty girl" stays in the book bag, and "Hey, smart girl," okay?
y'all so sweet.
What other questions do you have?
Did your books touch a lot of people?
Let me say this. I had no idea how it would be received or perceived, right? But it's not a time that I don't go into a school where a child looks at my book and swear a character is in there is them. And
Mm,
my goal was always to represent them. And I don't tell them any different, but I see a little girl with a hijab. She swear the little girl in there is her. I see a little girl with the little short, little curly. You can't tell these children that that's not them. And I don't want anybody to tell them that because I want them to feel special. I want them to feel like they thought about it and they're included. That's very important. So, and I'm always the one about, hey, pretty girl, she's kind of getting bullied because she doesn't have the standards of beauty that society has set. But I think what it did is little girls started to see themselves a little different.
Mhm.
And that was always my goal for little girls to feel special, whether it's they're smart, they're pretty. We want to instill different components in what we just see.
Right.
So my mission has been accomplished. Little girls, it has touched them. It has taught other little girls who may not necessarily be the hey pretty girl, but they may be somebody on the outside looking at somebody getting bullied. So I think it
Mhm.
has touched a lot of children in a lot of different ways. So yeah, absolutely.
Right. And what's big for me, like when she asked this question,
Mhm.
and I just look at the situation now, and I'm like, I had no idea,
Mhm.
in the beginning that she looked up to you like this. And I'm like, wow, my daughter looks up to Dr. Danielle Green,
I appreciate.
and that's amazing. Like, not Cardi B, not Glorilla, but Dr. Danielle Green. She
I,
writes books, mom. She
I,
writes books about kids that look like me.
see, that's what keeps me going.
Mhm.
That's what keeps me going because I know, I wish I would have had somebody like me growing up because the world is cold. The world is cruel. So we need something to enlighten, educate, and uplift. So
Mhm.
I think my books have accomplished that. And I'm very proud. And it's because of Gianna and girls like her that I continue to push forward and do what I do. So I appreciate that.
That's good. Deanna?
Um, are your books based off of any specific topics?
Yes. Um, I individually, like I say, hey, pretty girls based on a little girl who was getting bullied, whoever overcame that. Hey, smart girls about a little girl who got all A's and she kind of got teased, and she ultimately her convince the other girls that being smart is a good thing. You should try to get all A's too. If you don't, that's okay. But it's nobody who's smart or get all A's should be teased or picked on. So that's and the Hey Supergirl is about a little. It's Michaela. That's my Jay's mother's name because all of the characters are named
Mhm.
after my daughters and my nieces. So in Hey Supergirl, the little girl attends school and it's a Flint story. A little girl in a water crisis and she's panicking because they ran out of bottled water and she gets some water, bottled water delivered because by writing a letter to I don't know who she wrote it to. I don't think I was detailed on that, but she wrote a letter to get more water. And
Mhm.
hey, birthday girl, which would be the next in the series, this is about a little girl named Tia, which is my oldest daughter name. She's she's it's her birthday. Her and her mom have the same birthday because me and Tia have the same birthday. And she gets sick. She ends up in the hospital.
Oh,
And they're
wow.
going to persevere through that. She ended up with I don't know if it's going to be COVID or not yet, y'all. We're working on that, but it's
Okay.
Not too many spoilers, because I want to get
oh
some details
sorry.
on the
Am I
books.
talking too much?
Oh, okay, sorry. Mhm. Not too many spoilers, Dr. Danielle. You skipping ahead of her. That's what she's trying to
Sorry.
say.
I'm sorry.
Girl, ain't this funny?
I love it.
I know, right?
Oh, she handling me. Mhm.
Ain't nobody else.
She handled me. Go ahead, Deanna.
Who are your books talking about?
Well, you just asked her that.
I know.
So what do you mean? Like you asked her, like she told you, like, hey, smart girl was about this, and hey, pretty girl was about this person. So, and she bases them on her daughters and
Oh,
her
well, then she
nieces and
did
stuff.
answer my
Yeah.
question.
What about that big shebang cliffhanger that you had?
That's not the last
Oh, you
question.
still
This
have
is,
more
I'm
questions?
the host. You're the co host. So getting ahead of me now.
Oh Lord. Y'all so
I don't know where she get it from.
oh no, you don't. Okay.
You look past Mickey in the mirror. Look at me. I don't know where she get it
Right.
from. Mhm.
Oh
Go ahead.
Lord.
Go ahead, baby. Do you?
Do you have a favorite author?
I do have a favorite author. Children's author. My favorite author is myself. I'm just gonna keep it real. My favorite author
Okay.
is myself. Um and I know the inside story and I know the struggles I have and I know how hard I've worked and how long I've worked and I've overcome those things. So because of my perseverance and my dedication, I became my favorite. As far as other books, my favorite author is Donald Goins.
Oh, I read his books, girl, growing up.
Girl.
Oh,
Girl.
yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, mama said, "That is
Stop.
so your child." Yes, and I'm so you, mama. So, yes, you got all of us right here. All of us. What?
All of us.
All of us. We all act like granny.
I know.
Right. Right.
Yeah, fun.
Have you achieved your dream yet?
Oh.
Um, oh, because I get new dreams all the time. I've had a lot of dreams that I've achieved, absolutely. But I dream so much, and I'm gonna tell you why I think I dream so much, Deanna. Growing up, I had a grandma who played the lottery, the numbers, the rundown. You know, that she used to do all that stuff.
I'm
We
not.
got
I'm
church people on
not.
here. Okay,
I'm
okay, okay,
not.
okay.
So I used to always write our dreams down, right? And I would never have a dream to write down. At least I couldn't remember if I had a dream. So I was always that kid, like, dang, I ain't have a dream, grandma. She'd be like, that's okay. You'll have one next time. Never, I could never remember dreams. So as I got older, dreams were significant and I paid close attention to dreams. And I think if I had dreamed all along, I wouldn't have put so much weight on the dreams that I do now, which allowed me to create my book series, which allowed me to go to school, which allowed me to do the things I've done in life. So dreams are very important to me and I pay close attention. So I have achieved a lot of dreams, but I got more dreams to achieve.
I have more questions, but
We,
I was rude to you. So, do you have any questions?
uh, you know what, Deanna? No, I want to let you keep going. I'm enjoying watching you, baby. Go ahead.
um, let's see. Well, I asked if she had any new books coming out already, and then she said the Hey Birthday Girl.
I
Yeah,
got some more, Dion.
she got some more.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's a good question. And what I have it is the extension of the Hey Girl collection. I ultimately ended up doing two activity books. Can you see them?
Hmm.
I did two activity books. They're called the Hey Girl activity books. It's a 1 and 2, and they have dot to dots, coloring pages, word search. And these are a big hit with kids. Cursive writing pages, because we done took cursive writing out to schools.
All
I'm
right, girl.
the signature. So I thought that was very important. So I have people just order the book because it has cursive writing pages in it. So I did. Those are the two new books. Those are the newest two. I mean, I guess Jay's I haven't even released Jay's book yet and they sold out. But I'm going to after we get off, I'm going to put the links up on my page and I'll you can
Okay.
get my page, which is, or I'll send them to you, however you want to do it. But
Yeah,
I'll
send me the links to your page, and I'll make sure to put them on A10's page and my page.
I appreciate it. But also, Deanna, I have Shades of Beauty and Shades of Handsome. I already
Oh,
wrote them. I don't, because the girl is illustrating them for me. So Shades of Beauty is about some little girls in a different color. We come in the rainbow. We come in the spectrum, and it's the same for the little boys. So that's just a little bit on that. But the illustrator is working on those now.
oh,
I'm not trying.
Tony said you were very, very prepared, and he's speechless. You're doing outstanding.
Well, thank you, Tony.
Girl,
Girl, she is so me. Can I ask her a question real quick? Why you said if I had just one quick
I
question?
guess.
Thank you. Danielle, have you thought about, because I mean, she's 11, she's growing up, and she's still, like I said, she loves you. You're her favorite author. Have you
aw.
thought about doing something in that little preteen world, like a journal with, just little sayings from Dr. Danielle? I mean, that would be awesome.
I did do a journal. It's the
Oh,
I'm glad you brought that up, Wyntis. I did do a journal. What is it, the Hey Girl self-love journal. I wrote that. I use it in my curriculum in the schools for about 5 years now, but I never thought about putting it in the journal. To an agent I spoke with suggested I do that, so I did that. I did it about a year or so ago, but I just recently put it on my website because it's print on demand. But because Deanna mentioned about a preteen book, I think you told me, right, Winter, didn't you tell me?
mhm. Yep, she said she wanted you to write books for,
Yep.
like, older girls.
On it.
Chapter books or something you read? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
on it. I'm absolutely on it. So I never really, because I never really thought about it, but since she mentioned it, I've been having little dreams about how it should look, what should be, so about growing pains. So I'm on it. Just know
Okay. I think she had questions for that too.
I'm not trying to knock off any other authors, but did you know that you're my favorite author?
You know,
Oh.
Wyntis always tells me that, but coming from you see, you're gonna make me cry again. See how you
See,
doing?
look at you. I see that mascara covered down your face again.
Yeah, okay, let me say this. Wyntis always tells me that, and I don't think she's telling me anything, any lies. But coming from you and hearing you say that means so much to me. I'm saying it lets me know nothing I've been doing is in vain, and I do it for you and girls like you. So I really appreciate, girl. Girl, I thank you so much for that because my work is not in vain, and that's very important to me. See y'all trip. Get myself
Um,
together on here, girl.
get something together.
I need to get my questions together.
Okay. So Danielle, tell us about some of the um awards that you've won for your writing. Because I mean, I
And
see I see you all over the place.
That was one of my questions. See,
you know what? I've never won in my home. No, won anything in my hometown. It's always from somewhere else.
You
Um,
never won one here?
Not for my books, for everything else. I've been fortunate enough to be blessed with
Oh.
recognition, but my books not so much. And I'm gonna tell you why I think that has happened. I'm not one to just sell the books in my hometown. I think I kind of devalue myself because I always give them away.
You
And I
do.
think, I tend to value things I pay for versus that's given to me. But that doesn't mean my work or my efforts will stop. But I'm not, I've gotten awards. I just got one, a notice in the mail for hey pretty girl, and I
Oh.
haven't opened it yet, so I don't know who it's from because I'm always getting something. Like some print shop, they printed 15,000 books or something, and they sent me
Oh.
a plaque for it because when they don't print them unless they sold them.
Oh
So I'm
my
always
God.
up for the numbers. But what I really like to get something for is the message. That's more
Mhm.
important to me. I mean, numbers are great, but the message is that's what touches my heart. So I'm hoping those 15,000 or whatever it is that they buy in the book because of the message, and it'll, the message is conveyed, and then that makes me happy. But when I get something about, I don't know what this other one is, but when I get something for that, that just makes me smile, and it moves me forward to do more work.
That's good. Okay.
if some of my if any of my teachers approved that you could read, would you consider coming to our school to read to kids
I'll
or
do anything for you, Deanna. Just let me know. You can call me, girl. Just call me and be like, Dr. Danielle, I need you, and we're gonna figure it out.
Okay, mommy, can you look into that to see if
Yes.
the teachers approve?
Yes, I'll look into that for you. Yes.
You
Yes.
gotta say,
What school?
Miss Dr. Danielle, famous book writer, if
Mhm.
she could come read. You gotta say it really. I'll
Like
give you.
I put some sauce on it, baby, like I do.
Yeah.
Like we put a little sauce, make it look spicy.
You gotta
Okay.
try real hard.
I
Make
got
sure
you.
it gets you.
I
Okay.
got
I'm
you. Okay. So what else? So who was about to ask me something? Daniel, was you about to ask me something?
Me,
I just, what school does
Oh,
Deanna?
huh?
What school does Deanna go to?
Oh,
St. Paul Flint,
Mm-hmm.
St.
Oh,
Paul
Lutheran.
Lutheran School,
yep.
across from McLaren.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's across from McLaren.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Okay, I know where it is. Yep, I'm there. You just let me know because I'll be there in the next couple months. So I'll absolutely, if we can get that done, I'll be pleased to do that.
So yeah, we'll talk about it and see when she's coming into town, and then she can come and read. I'm sure your principal is gonna watch this show and see that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did you have anything else for Dr. Daniel?
Yes, mama.
Okay,
Yes.
well, I'm just saying we only got an hour.
Okay, well, what is it? 6:41. I got a good 20
Come on,
something minutes.
Deanna, just come on. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have you achieved your dreams yet?
Well, you asked her that already.
No, no. What's your dream that
Like what else does she want to do? Next step?
yeah.
Okay.
Good question. I have to think about that. Ultimately, what I would like to see my books get turned into a cartoon.
Never
I
mind.
would like,
That's what I was just about to
I,
write down for her to ask you about, like a cartoon.
I would love that. That's something, but I don't think I considered or thought about it until you just asked me that question. That's something
Hmm.
I absolutely love to see. So yeah, I got to put that on my list, girl. That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
that that would be really cool to see,
Ab-
you know.
I would binge watch and rewatch.
We know you would. We know you would, Deanna.
I love it.
Hmm.
What else?
Oh no, I know. Like when we get in the car, I know I'm gonna think of more. So I'm trying to get them out now.
You trying to get everything out now?
Do you have any things that you could write down while Miss Danielle could say something?
Oh well, yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's see if Miss Danielle, is it anything she would like to get out today to talk about?
Yeah, is there anything you want to talk about?
And I know I've said this, but and I don't consider myself an emotional person. I mean, I'm just not one of those. But when it comes to you, Deanna, and the love and support that you have shown me on this show, it just touched my heart because we all need to be uplifted and picked up from times. I call myself trying to do that for others, and a lot of times I don't realize I need that too. So I just want to thank you and thank Wyntis for inviting me, and thank you for allowing your daughter Wyntis to interview me. This is one of those never forget moments. I will never forget, and I'm very grateful for you guys just even allowing me to be here to talk about my passion and my books. I really appreciate it.
This is a moment for me. Like I I don't have anything else to write down because I'm so proud of her. She prepared her questions. She was excited, and just to see her working, I've never seen this side of my child before. So this
Aw.
is a proud moment for me also. Um, and I thank you. I thank you for little girls like her for being that role model, for letting the world know about, you're pretty and you're smart and you're super, and
Mhm.
letting J Man see himself, like, this is me. And hey Jay, what do you want to be? You can be anything. And you're inspiring girls. And Dr. Danielle, you know, yes, you can be a doctor too, baby. Danielle, you're inspiring people when you don't even know it.
Yeah, I hear that a lot because as it be sometimes I have no clue what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out like everybody else, but it's always something or someone to kind of clue me in on the impact or the effectiveness that I've had in children,
Mhm.
and that's what it's for. That's what it's all about.
Oh, Becky Brown said Deanna and Dr. Green write a tween book together.
Ooh,
Pretty sure in my
absolutely.
calculations we should.
That sounds like a idea right there because that'll help me because I need to talk to somebody who can relate to what I'm writing because it's been a long time since my daughters were teens and I was a teen. So
Mhm.
to talk to, she can be a consultant and a co-author,
Ooh.
or
Just
I'll
call
be
me
the
up.
author. You be the author. How do you want? Because I know how you like to get down, Deanna. You could be the author and I'll be the author.
Girl, she'll have your books out of the children's section, so you make sure that you keep her on path, okay?
Mm.
But, I that's all that I had, and Danielle, again, thank you. I mean, thank you for doing this for me, but not only for me, thank you for doing this for Deanna. Not only for Deanna, thank you for doing this for our community. Thank
Absolutely.
you for all of your works. This is the works that you are known for. These are the works. May your works speak for you, and your works are speaking for you
Thank
through
you.
children like Deanna. So never forget who you are on this day today.
Question, Deanna, that we might answer. Somebody asked something and I can't really see it. Maybe some questions in there. Maybe we can me, myself, or you or Winters could answer. You see something in there we make an answer? I see something.
Look, Deanna she has her.
Oh, it says with the new
Uh oh.
Tony Wiggins said, with the new movement and momentum that Mr. Eric Mays has going, I think it would be good to have him do a voiceover for one of your characters in your future books.
I don't think he would be good in a children's
I
book.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so
We got to get the right character. Hey, perfect. I agree. I agree. Wiggins, I agree. We're gonna have to look off into that too. I think.
Hey J Man, you could be a councilman.
What about one that says, "What would you say?" You see something? I think it's what is it? Feel. You see it, Winters? It's
Uh-uh.
right up.
She got my phone. Mickey is
Oh,
Phil saying something.
Yeah. Okay. So, which one? Okay. Phil said, God, what would you say to kids that are interested in writing?
Oh, that's a good question. What would you say to kids that are interested in writing?
okay, I'm gonna say this. I would always, even if you don't want to write a book, keeping a journal, I think is always good because I put. That's how I end up started writing with journals. I would always say write. You never know what it can turn into in the future. I did a young authors club at the development center, and
Hmm.
a lot of when we started doing it was an anthology, and every girl had a chapter in the anthology, which is the book that compiled all the authors, and a lot of them brought journals they had wrote years ago.
Wow.
So I think it's always a good idea to keep a journal, keep a diary, something where you may reminisce or relive or go back and remember some things if you plan to write in the future, even if you don't plan to write. Because I never planned to write, and I think I wrote like 17 books,
Wow.
and I never even thought I was smart enough to be an author.
Hmm.
So thank God for editors and stuff. I'm gonna just keep it real. So, but I never even thought I was creative enough to be an author. So when people ask me about my stories, are they true? They absolutely are because I always say I'm not smart enough to make this stuff up. So
Hmm.
I never thought I would be an author though. And I'm gonna say this: my first book, I went to a big publishing company, and they wanted to buy my rights. They flew me out, did all that good stuff. So I'm excited, right? I'm about to be rich. Okay, that's
Okay, then, Dr. Danielle. Wait a minute. She found a question.
oh, did you? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It says Dr. Grant Danielle Green is a mentor and a voice for all children. She she has a hidden voice that needs to be heard.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that was sweet.
that's so sweet. Thank you. So much.
She's a waterhead. Danielle Green is a waterhead today. She just cried.
You know what? I never. I knew it was gonna be touching, but I didn't know I was gonna be like a wreck. But
Have you ever been interviewed by like a child
no,
before?
no. Mm-mm. This is
Oh,
historical. This is history making.
well,
Nope.
this is so cool.
That's why I said she asked better questions than them grown folks.
Girl, she had better questions than I had prepared for tonight.
And then it's thought provoking questions because it's
Right.
thought about. I'm jotting down little notes. I need to get busy on some things. Deanna done put some things on my mind.
Listen, you making my money work up there. That's true, girl.
It's not about money.
That's right, baby. It's about the
That's
education,
right.
the knowledge.
No, it's not about education either. It's about me talking to Danielle right now.
Oh Lord. See, this is what we go through, Danielle. You just don't understand. It's like Danielle then Beyonce. Okay.
No,
Dan-
wait. Ashley
Danielle
Stroger
then
and
Beyonce. Okay.
No,
you heard
Miss Danielle and then Beyonce.
Oh,
my
okay, okay. All right. We don't want the beehive to
God.
come after us.
What?
So okay.
Well, come on, Beehive.
No, 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 not the beehive. So,
Oh
baby,
Lord.
thank your guest for coming on and asked her if she has any last wrapping up words.
Thank you for coming on, Dr. Danielle. And if you have any last words you want to say to the people and mostly me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to say thank you guys for having me again. But Deanna, my message is to you. I've seen you over the years. I think it's been about 4 or 5 years, and I've always been impressed by your poise, your manners, how polite you are. And now that you've grown into such a beautiful young lady, I'm impressed with your opinions, how you express yourself, and never ever let anybody dim your light. You are a bright, shining star. And I'm going to tell you, we need more like you. Always remember how special you are. Treat yourself as such, and you can achieve anything you want.
I mean, I already knew that, but coming from her.
Oh Lord
Well,
Jesus.
okay, so we on the same page again. So good.
Oh my God. Danielle, I just want to say thank you so much. You have made my baby's entire year. Okay. Like this is better than Christmas and birthday. So I got Mom of the Year award. Okay. So thank you. And like I said, this is Dr. Danielle Green, author. And we love you so much.
I love you too, guys.
All right. So thank
Uh,
you. All right. And everyone, tune in tomorrow for Trevor's Rant at 12 o'clock. We won't be talking about children's books tomorrow. All right. Have a good
Bye.
night, everyone.
Tell your sister I said hello.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.